Hey everybody. I'm in a good mood. This is my jam. I am so elated to be here. Today, this is Black History Month, y'all. And I am so grateful for my life. This life of celebration and what we're celebrating today. For me, for you. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. I am Antoine Hunter, or known as Purple Fire Crow. I am the host. #DeafWoke. We've been going on for a while now, ain't that right? But no worry, I don't plan to leave y'all anytime soon. I won't be leaving my community. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We've been putting in a lot of work, y'all. But before I talk about the business, I want to introduce our two interpreters for the day. Come on, y'all. Come on screen. Hey, everybody. These are our interpreters. This is Kaylee. This is her name sign. What's up, her? And this is our other interpreter, Billy. I thank the two of you so very much for joining our platform today, giving us your expertise, your skills, because reputation is important. We thank you all for coming. Much love. Beautiful people, ain't that right, y'all? Like I said, we've been busy, right? Focus on building the platform of Deaf Woke. Some people may not know so much about us, and that's okay, but we've been going on. We've had 42 episodes. I cannot believe it. Really. My gosh. Look at that. So much time has passed in hosting Deaf Woke. 42 episodes. This, today, we brought the one, the only. Listen, y'all. This is Treshelle. Okay? Edmond. You may have heard of her. She's been deaf since about the age of, I believe, 18 months. But that didn't stop her. Oh, no. It impeded nothing. She accomplished so many dreams. She became a notable thespian in Deaf West Theater with Children of a Lesser God and so many other notable plays. Noted, she has been active. So please, without further ado, please show your love and welcome Treshelle. Come on, girl.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be here. Again, thank you so much for having me on the show.
Blessings. My first question for you is, how are you?
Whew. Thank you for asking. I'm okay. I'm more than all right. I can't complain. I'm good. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm blessed, highly blessed and favored. Listen, before we begin, do you mind? Because some people in the audience, they may be deaf, they may be blind, they may be deaf-blind. Do you mind giving us a visual description of who you are?
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. So my name is Treshelle. This is my name sign, a T shaped kind of like a question mark. Visual description, I have my hair in braids up in a ponytail. They're flowing down. I've got some mascara on, some lip gloss. I have a nose ring. I'm wearing a long black turtleneck, long sleeve, with a green and white black plaid spaghetti strap over it. And I would describe myself as mixed race. I think that's about it. That's about me. Oh, and also I have a small lotus tattoo on my left hand, so you might be able to see that while I'm signing.
Well, I, Antoine Hunter, otherwise known as Purple Fire Crow, I have a dark milk chocolate skin I got from my mama. I'm talking about an Emmy brush beard. Check me out. And I got locks. I don't mean L-O-C-K-S. I mean L-O-C-S. Beautifully adorned and laid to the back. Check this out. Oh, they're pretty long. They go down to my abdomen. I'm wearing a t-shirt supporting our brand. #DeafWoke. And in my background, some stuff, this is how we do in Cali. We got the Green Room Theater. This is the Zaho Theater. There's a clock behind me. It's a red clock. Nice little painting behind me, and a notable sign for this theater. So I got my beard, I got my shirt, I'm ready to go. But I'm so thankful for you taking a moment to come visit our team here. Man, so where we at today? This is Black History Month. How you feel about that?
Well, I still feel like it's Black History Month all year round, 24/7, 365 days out of the year.
That ain't nothing but the truth. Black History Month, it's every day. What you talking about?
Exactly.
But it gives reason for us to get together and commemorate one another.
That's true. It's an educational opportunity too.
So what's important for you about Black History Month? What is that point?
I feel like Black History Month, it's about more than just ourselves. It's about how we as a collective receive information, how we educate, how we provide models for our youth to look up to. Even though we might kind of already know some of our history, we pass that down through the generations. We have a responsibility to be role models to our community. It's our duty.
Your community, your home. Hold on. Where were you born and raised?
Oh, yes. Okay, so I was born and raised. First of all, this is a little bit complicated, my background.
Okay.
So I guess I could say that I'm proud to be from LA. Born and raised a little bit in LA, but as for my background, my family, they lived in a desert area. So it was really remote. There was hospital equipment. We lived near a hospital. And so that's kind of where I was raised, in the local hospital, pretty rural area. But I moved there to southern Alabama when I was in second grade. Also, I was in Alabama for second grade through my middle school, high school years, and then I moved in 2009. Then I went to CSUN University, and now I'm here. So really just kind of went all over the U.S.
You're there and everywhere.
To Virginia to California.
You got that life on It's on lock. You're doing it. So I don't have a normal life like you did either, huh?
Not at all.
Well, what's it like growing up? Being here, there, and everywhere. Did you have that family members? Did you have that friends? Like, what was that like?
Growing up for me, I did have a great childhood. There was Black children around me that I was able to make friendships, but there was a lot of adversity that I had to encounter. I remember before we moved back to Alabama in 2nd grade, there was no interpreters. I went to a mainstream school, and so I went to class, and I really had no idea what was going on. I was kind of just making it through, coasting through, and it wasn't until I had an interpreter that I was able to start understanding what my education was, and that wasn't until elementary school. That's also when I developed my love for performing and the stage. Things like His Eye is on the Sparrow, Oh Happy Day, all of those kind of core cultural elements didn't start merging until I was, older, because when I was mainstreaming, I just didn't have the access. So that was definitely a challenge for me, and I was oral growing up. So learning how to work with interpreters was a new experience, but it's been amazing. I've been seeing more and more BIPOC interpreters as of late, and it's been so great to work with them.
True. It's imperative because representation, of course, is important. You said before you didn't trust. What made you not trust, interpreters? And you having to maybe use your own voice from time to time. What was that?
Thank you for asking. Yeah, I wanna clarify that because I had to learn how to work with interpreters. I didn't trust them because well, let me go back even further, because it's very important to have this context. I was talking about it with a close friend, and I am deaf, but I identify as hard of hearing. So I have my hearing aids, and I did speak for myself. I'm the only one in my family that is deaf and hard of hearing. And so it wasn't until I found out from my father that he was a coda. One of his parents was deaf. So I'm still kind of learning more about that side of my family. I didn't grow up with that side of my family. And so for me to use some of my residual hearing, I would hear what interpreters were saying. And I said, oh, that's not what I meant by that. And so it was kind of this back and forth tension in me, because it was just a very complicated experience of having to navigate of, I know what I want to say, I know what I mean, and the interpreter didn't quite convey that. And so that's kind of the dilemma that I had to experience.
Well, it's not so complicated. I get it. But hey, you're an artist. You're expressive. You express yourself through however many means. So let me know how that goes.
Yeah, you could say that I'm an artist. I'm very visually minded. I love, to be organized. I love to be creative. I'm very spontaneous. I love to kind of just dive in when things are out of my control. And I think that's kind of why I love performing arts. I love to sit back, to listen, to problem solve. It's kind of like life is a puzzle, you know? You're trying to bring in all of the pieces and form the bigger picture. And so when you can find the pieces that fit
True,
together,
true.
that's what I
I
love
can see
to
that.
do.
I can see that. That's really cool. I mean, did you pursue, theater as a career, or you were just immersed in artistry in that realm? I mean, what was one of the, I don't know, maybe your favorite roles that you've gotten over time?
Hmm. I don't know that I can say I have any one true favorite. That's a tough question because there's been so many roles that I have loved to act out and really just get under my skin. There was one in particular. I loved working in master with one of the directors. It was an ASL performance, and part of their job was to
Yeah, that that Masters of Nothing, right?
of nothing, yes. So that Masters of Nothing was an ASL performance.
I remember that. Oh, I remember that. Oh, that was amazing. I remember I was sitting in there and I was like, what? You're not giving me the attention I want. What you talking about? I remember that.
And also I loved how to make the world. It was really kind of how to make that transition onto the TV. How do you make that visuality transfer onto the screen? That was a breakthrough moment for me. I loved being a part of that.
True. I love bringing people into our world like that. It's nice to have be, directing that upon ourselves and putting our own destiny in our own hands and giving the world a perspective from our view. Did you feel very supported during the process of working with that theater?
Oh,
Had
yes.
interpreters? How did that work? How did that process even go?
None of that would have been possible without Alexandra Wales. She really paved the way. That company, the production, everything that she did, that broke down barriers for the future. And working with interpreters in the theater, having them be a part of the filming, all of that was such a cohesive dynamic, and I learned so much from her. Truly, that was a phenomenal experience. And that was a collaborative effort, so to be a part of that internship was
I do agree with you.
best moments.
That makes me happy that you had that experience, really.
Thank you.
I mean, working on TV, on stage, Broadway. I mean, not one time. You've had a plethora of experiences on Broadway, right? Right?
Mm, yes, I've definitely been a part of Deaf West through their evolution journey. They've grown, they've
Mm.
developed.
The Children of a Lesser God. I remember that.
Yeah, I've been a part of that production. I've been a part of For Colored Girls. And that was also with Alexandra Wales as well.
Ah, great. You were an understudy. Okay. That's different. I mean, TV acting versus, theater stage acting. Oh, is there a difference or am I tripping? Is it similar? Help me ascertain the difference.
This is one of my favorite parts. So when you're Filming, you can make mistakes. You can do a few takes. You can get it from different directions and you can try it in different ways. But on live theater, you can't. You have to commit, and what you do is what happens. And if you make a mistake, you gotta kind of play it off like you're not. You have to make it seem like it was a part of the show.
I did do well. Pay for that. I mean, we did pay for that ticket. So, do you tend to, allow them for mistakes, or are you always pontificating on being a perfectionist? Can you say it again? You froze.
I mean, obviously, you make mistakes. You have moments of what the F? Oh my gosh, what was I supposed to do? And you gotta make it look good, right? Or like, oh shit, 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 shit. But I was messed up. But this is art. This is a part of the show. And so you just have to accept it.
I mean, for real. That's $1,000,000 worth of game right there. But I truly had a pleasure seeing you on stage. That was was like, wow. I mean, you were immersed in that character. I mean, what'd you do prior to? How'd you prep for that? How'd you become her? Become the spirit? How'd you embody that character?
I'm trying to think of how you say that in order to immerse yourself in a character, you have to first take care of yourself. You have to make sure that you are in your mind, your soul, your body. And you have to make sure that you're in a place that you can deliver the spirit of the character. What is the intention behind that character and their lines? You have to make sure that you are healthy so that you can project what that character is intended to. And so if you're sick or anything, I don't know. Oof, you gotta just have some tea with honey, get through your sickness, and you really have to be at a place that you are healthy. So that way you can really dive into that character. And you have to have a lot of energy in order to do that. That's a big part of it.
That's funny. Funny you say that. As the season change and we come in fall, right? And especially in the winter, I'm always bringing my tea.
Mhm.
About ginger and lemon, I have it ready wherever I go. It really helps me get acclimated for the day, because it's slow. When it's cold, I get slow and sluggish. Well, I'm glad we have that in common.
Yeah, and all performers, we typically run cold, right? No matter what the season is.
True, true, true. That part. Well, Treshelle, so you're an actress. Do you have any other, either pursuits or hobbies? I know you're a dancer, right?
Oh, depends on how you define dancer.
I thought I seen you dancing, moving around. Would you call yourself a dancer?
Well, I mean, I used to dance
Used
when I
to?
was growing up. I was a cheerleader on the dance team. I did some competitions, and then for some family events that I would have, you know, the
Okay,
little something
okay.
like
Come on now. Watch out there now. I see you. Okay. Pop locking it off. Pull it out. Come on now. Let's see it.
But all of that is part of performing arts, right? Everything counts.
Some people just say, you got the skill set, right? To go around the world with that. So word on the street is you got the moves too. Huh? No, but seriously. Um, who did I see dance? Was that you? Wait, who did I see dancing in Southern
Mm.
Cal? That was starts with an O.
Oh, in Deaf West.
Wait, can you say it again? You froze.
Oh, sorry, I keep freezing. Deaf West had Otifice.
Mm.
This is the sign for that production, and so there was some movement in that show.
Yeah, I knew of that script, right? I was familiar with it. I didn't think the audience was just too inclined, to know about that. And they just didn't understand Deaf West theater. Can you explain a little bit about that for some of our audience members?
Oh, sure. Yeah, Deaf West was established on the West Coast, and they do many different productions, events, shows. I can't speak for them, but they have wonderful people at the helm that are so supportive of everything that we do. And they do some collaborations with Getty, which is crucial to be able to provide shows that are able to have accessibility and provide those shows on the big stage. So for us to be able to experience Deaf West theater, it's so good for us to be able to have those
Sure.
models.
It's definitely nice to have, deaf leaders in business, theater, production. I mean, you name it. I mean, you have a plethora of deaf actors, and more so in this new age. The last 2 years is getting a lot of attention. Have you noticed that?
That is a good question. I think that they're still growing. And so it depends on the individual on if they want to be a part of the company and be a part of that growth. But the community has been really responsive and supportive. So I've been really fortunate to work with Ashley Hayes from Deaf West, and we were on the same show, Otifice, together. And Ashley is a deaf blind person. And so for them to have the spotlight on the stage, and Ashley is also a personal friend of mine too. So to have that experience together, I was thrilled to have that experience while I was training, it was an internship. And for me to have that exposure and see that shift through time was
Are you talking about which person are you talking about?
Ashley Hayes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was in that show with me. Yes.
She was in that show?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She
Oh,
had
that was her. She was the antagonist. Got it. Well, I was surprised for her then. Guess how about this? What?
Ashley. See, the one and only beautiful Ashley. So I'm so grateful for that opportunity that I had with you. That was we had worked together before that time, so that was great.
Oh, thank you so much. Y'all two are the deal. You had beautiful energy together. I loved it. I love seeing the two of you just connect. That synergy on stage was something else.
I agree.
Go ahead. I'll see you later, boo.
Love you.
I've always loved the two of y'all's energy.
Thanks.
So what are you working on next? What's next for you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm juggling so much right now. I got so much on my plate.
Wiggle.
I'm finally hosting my first Black Deaf Gala on the 28th.
Say that again. Hold on. Slow it down. Black. Come on now. Give it to me.
All Black Gala. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Come on. Black Gala.
So I wanted to host this gala as a charity event, and it's really to support the community. So it'll be local here in LA. And I just want it to be an event that will be remembered. So it'll be on the 28th and it'll be
Wait, wait,
partnered with
wait.
wine.
They're gonna have wine? They
Mhm.
gonna have some
So
booze
wine
there?
business partnering. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get my license in order.
How you trying to establish a wine business? Help me understand. Whoa! You just missed me with that one. This is a whole different topic. Come on, you got to tell me a little bit more. Right? You just can't gloss over that.
So a big reason why I moved back to California and back to the West Coast is because of the temperature, so that I can grow the grapes and uh, establish my wine business. So that's why I was like, okay, I guess
Okay,
it's time for me to
okay.
move
Bring it
back.
on back. Bring it on back. But for wine, are you a wine lover? Okay, I see you. Shout out to all the wine lovers. What kind of wine we talking about? What Treshelle sipping on?
Well, I just made a local wine. I had an event, a wine tasting where people could come and taste it,
What?
and it's a pina colada wine. Sorry for the interpreter. It's pina adela.
Adelia. Okay, I
Oh,
see.
yeah. And so that was my inaugural wine, and so I hosted a wine tasting, and I love the flavors. I love making the wine and the whole process. I love when you are sharing the wine with others and the environment that you can create, the vibes that people share while they are tasting the wine. It's really something that I love to do, and I wanted to elevate that in my business. So that's something I'm working on right now is my
Okay.
own
I see.
brand.
I see you. And what's the name of your business again?
It's Treshelle, my name. For the wine, I already kind of have an
Oh,
idea
share.
of business plan. Mhm. So, I'm willing to share it, but it's kind of like a mixture of Black Death and a wine Chateau and the Adelia. So, I'm kind of developing a wine box. I'm looking for investors, and I'm trying to get this business up and running. And so, while I am hosting the All Black Gala, that'll also be donating to Desi, which is Sanchez. Please hold.
What we've been doing is putting stores in all kind of store. We've been doing all kind of storefronts. We even tried to put a mixture of African art within the cultural art community and donated on proceeds to a global cause. For most stores for global disasters, and that's how we're giving back to the deaf communities in other countries. With this partnership, oh, you ain't ready. Hey, shout outs to you too. Shout out to Deaf Woke because that's what we're doing in practice. Okay, you working the spirit out of the spirit. You ain't never stop. 24/7. I see you. You is doing the thing. How you're just you are engulfing us in all of this beautiful work that you're doing out here in the community. I mean, you're wearing a lot of hats. What's your favorite role, and who's your favorite role model? Oh, you're freezing.
Oh, I hadn't said anything yet. I was just standing still. Um, Growing up, I always had a hearing role model, Tyra Banks. That was a huge foundation into what molded me into the person that I am today. I used to go to a camp with other kids, and that was a place of support for me. But she had a camp, and I forget the name of it, but it was related to like self-confidence and your self-esteem, becoming who you are meant to
Okay.
be. And so yesterday I actually ran into her. And then also, in addition to Banks, was Alexandra Wales.
Mm.
Both of those, having a hearing and deaf role model and having a deaf role model in the community was
Out of all
instrumental.
those people, who's helped you? Come on, name drop.
Oh my God. I mean, Alexandra, you know who's helped me?
I mean, we've all helped each other, but come on now. It's amazing, right? Advocacy, us just being human beings, that's our job to help one another, just as human beings. No. It's not just privy to just being deaf. It's not insular in that context.
Right.
We're all here to help one another. That's one of the best ways that we can thrive as a people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're an ASL consultant, whether you're in any way you contribute to being a thespian. I mean, you're a mover, a dancer. You know, I am. We
Yeah,
do the damn thing. I mean, just to be a human is to be amazing, right? We all
absolutely. That should be a humanitarian award.
ain't no lie. Word, okay, word. Okay, that's who you look up to, huh? I love it. Talking about role models. You was name dropping today. This brings me to my next part of my show. We got a little game show. Is you ready? It's called the Deaf Woke Name That Person.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Is you ready for name Deaf Wokes? Name these people.
I am definitely gonna lose this game.
Don't worry. Hey, y'all, don't be
I'm
afraid.
ready to learn. I'm ready to learn.
All right. Here we go. We learning together, y'all. Okay. It's not to put you on blast. This is how it works. First, I'll give you a visual description. Second, you guess who that person is based on the visual description. You can either name them or name something they do, like, oh, that's that actor, that's that fireman that you can do it like that. Okay. All right.
All right.
Now, if you don't know, it's all good. No shade, no tea. Okay. We learning together.
All right, let's go.
Do you know this African-American woman appears in a long black hair pulled back in her braid? She wears red lip color, all right? She has a pink silver pearl earrings, black jacket. She got her hand right there on the what's that? Stu, who's that? You know what that is?
She is given. I think, Dr. Carol. Oh my gosh, forgive me.
Okay, you close enough. You close
Carolyn.
enough. Ding, ding, ding. Dr. Carolyn McCaskill.
Well, okay. I remember. Yeah, I remember.
She wrote the book. Okay, yeah. So she wrote the book. Okay, she's involved in deaf studies and the studies of Black ASL. Okay, advanced scholar, established Black deaf studies, a major at Gallaudet University. She's also part of the hidden treasure of Black ASL.
I read that. That was a fantastic book.
Okay. Next up, this Black man appears with thin gray hair, thin gray goatee. Okay, nice silver frame eyeglasses, and this black suit jacket with a blue collar. Who is this man?
Oh, I think he's a part of the Gallaudet board. I know he's
Okay. You want it. This is the one, the only Dr. Glenn Anderson. This brother is from Little Rock. One of the only black deaf to get a PhD from Guydat University. Okay? Put some respect on his name. He is an author, community activist. Okay? I mean, the accolades are endless. He was my first guest on Deaf Woke.
Shout out to go back and check that one out.
I know. He was the first. All right. How about this? It's a picture of a black woman, okay? A nice head wrap. Check out her lipstick, okay? She posed like Malcolm X'ter. Who is this lady?
Okay. I know this one. We saw her. This is Ashley Hayes. I got this one in the back.
Okay. You got it. Okay, it is Ashley Hayes.
Everyone should know their history. Everyone should know
Why
Ashley.
don't you tell me a little bit about her?
Oh, you want me to do it?
I mean, you got to read her bio. Just tell me what you know about her.
All right. Ashley is a deaf-blind native of Compton, California. She's an artist and acting since 2009. She loves storytelling since she was a child, and she joined the SAG-AFTRA union. She's been doing that ever since. She's been an active member of the deaf community for over 27 years, empowering the deaf people in the United States of America, educating the hearing community about deaf culture. And what's more important is she was a guest on Deaf Woke back in the winter of 2021.
Okay. You know her. I love that better than the bio I put together. Check out this lady. Appears in a nice black hat. Long black locks. She's looking up in the air and smiling. Who is this?
Oh, this is a good person to know. It's important. I believe got married and so their last name changed, but
okay, share the tea. It is Dr. Riznet Morguez Riddell.
Oh, okay. Maybe they go by a different name. Beautiful name.
Yeah, out of Cali. Raining out of Cali. I know she did her doctoral studies at Guydat University. I mean, she's published a litany of curriculum, a myriad of articles and other publications in peer-reviewed journals. I mean, this is the truth.
Yes.
Moving on. You see this man in this nice green polo, kind of striped, right? Got gray hair, okay? He's pointing to his ear. Who is he?
Can you give me a hint?
Okay. I don't know who he is.
What?
I don't know who he is. I mean, I got to know everybody. I didn't put this slide together.
I guess we're learning together then.
We're going to learn together then. We're just going to learn together. Hey, it's Chuck.
Oh, right. Okay.
Chuck. Charles Williams, otherwise known as Chuck. Okay. From Cleveland, Ohio. Okay.
Oh, should have known that.
Okay. Hey, we in trouble because we're supposed to know who that is. He's actually one of the founders of NBDA. Come on now. We slipping. You see, he's one of the, I mean, we may know some of the other founders that are, maybe more popular than us, but he is one of the original founders of NBDA, what we, honor today. This Black Deaf community. Look at these names. Ernest Harrison. Elizabeth.
Gotta give some props.
Yeah.
Thanks on behalf of
Deaf. Another black woman. Okay. Long hair. Fully black. Look at his lips. She's sticky thick. Come on. You know who this is? Do you know who this is? Okay. Look in the mirror and debonair. Who is this? Do you know?
Oh, do I know who she is? Okay. Natasha, sign name. And I think she got married. Oh, no. It's Ophelia. Okay.
Okay. You're right. It's Natasha Ophelia. coming out of Maryland. Okay. She is a writer also known for Marvel Spider-Man. Okay. Participated behind the scenes. She is something serious.
And she's amazing to work with. I've worked with her behind the scenes on some projects. She's great to work with.
You see this man in dance? This black man, nice little haircut, got his gray suit, the pink shirt. Like, who is this guy?
Definitely, he looks familiar, but I don't know who. I'm sorry. Isadore. Oh, yes.
Yes, out of Texas. Black deaf advocates, health rights advocate. I mean, this dude, historian, you name it, he is the man. This is Isadore Nyangabu.
All right, Isadore. I'm gonna sign that a few times so I can get it in my mind.
Yeah. Check out. Next, we got this woman here. Check her out with the pink headband, long locks. Okay, the honey blonde locks. Okay, with the drip. Check her out. Okay, looking like an amateur tennis player.
Everyone knows Sheena. Everyone knows her.
Sheena in the building. She's the queen forever. Never. That's Queen Lyles. Okay. How about this man right here? Got curly hair. All right. Nice mustache, beautiful smile. Check him out. Who is this man?
Oh, that's Jeremy Lee Stone.
Yes, Jeremy Lee Stone.
Such a good guy.
In your own words, who is he?
What isn't he? I mean, he's someone who can, if you meet him, I mean, you enjoy whatever business you encounter with Jeremy. He's so talented, such versatility. I mean, just amazing.
True. I mean, he wears a lot of hats. Who don't know him if you're in theater thespian working behind the scenes? How about this one?
Huh.
Okay. Picture here, black blouse, hair pulled back. Who is this lady?
I think I'm gonna go with Treshelle Edmond on that one. Let's give a look. See.
No.
I think so. Maybe not.
I ain't trying to embarrass you, but this lady is popping.
She doing okay. She doing all right.
What? Treshelle Edmond. Stop playing. Hey. A native out of Cali. Okay. Model, fashionista, actress, Deaf West. Okay. Holla at me. She was an American Beautiful with John Legend and the National Anthem. I mean, you name it. She performed at the Super Bowl. I mean, she was in it. I mean, to see it from the Super Bowl in 2015 to now, I mean, it's the one and only Treshelle. That's you, girl. You did that.
Woo! That was a challenging game. Learned a lot. So thank you for teaching me something new.
Hey, we learned together. Okay. Like you said, it's Black History Month, baby. Okay, it's every day. Black History every day. Yes.
I mean, that was inspiring to see all of us.
So we're done with that part of the show, but we want to turn it over to the audience. We got for a few moments. Any questions? You can post it in the chat. You can ask Treshelle anything you like. Now is your opportunity to engage. So please, let us know.
I don't bite.
Come on. Whether on YouTube, whether on Twitter, whether on Facebook, use all your social media platforms. We are paying attention.
And I'm an open book.
The lines are open.
Bring it at me.
We do this. We be in future place in Deaf West.
Oh yeah, I imagine so. I'm with Deaf West all the way. It just depends on what the project is, who we're collaborating with, what's the goal of the show, and we'll go from there.
Okay, okay. I like it. What was the most difficult struggle that you've encountered while being an actor?
Oh, that's a good one. I think as a deaf person, just being aware of my surroundings because it's not the same experience that I have seen with other people. You have to be aware of where are your castmates and just be aware of the environment.
Okay.
Always on.
What would you say is the highlight of your career thus far?
I think all of it. All of that has made me who I am. Without even one of the parts of my career, I wouldn't be where I am today. It doesn't matter if it's a small role, a big role, seen or
Mhm.
not, it's all influenced
Okay,
me.
okay. Is it possible to ask these questions in person? Hint, hint. Where can someone find you? Hey, well, y'all can follow her. Okay? You can follow her where? At Treshelle Edmond. You can follow her on IG. That's easy. You can share your story. She can share hers. Okay? You ain't just got to enjoy her on stage. You can follow her.
Mhm. I've got a lot going on. I juggle a lot, but you can come see me.
Oh, got two-part question here. What was your one-woman show a few years ago? And will you do it again?
Oh, yeah, thanks for asking about that. I think that was over 2 years ago. That was a one-woman show performed a few years ago, and I'm hoping to collab with another theater soon, hopefully maybe this spring in LA. So that would be coming up, so I'll keep you posted. I'll definitely keep you posted on social media about if I'll do that again. Hopefully that works out, and then we'll do Thor after that.
So, how do you cope with manage or response when you feel invisible as a deaf and hard of hearing individual?
It's tough. I mean, that's why I say I'm not perfect. That's why I have to make sure that I'm take care of myself, I'm loving myself, because how we react and respond to a situation can destroy everything that you've worked so hard to build. That's why I say kind of be aware of your surroundings because not everyone is going to accommodate your needs. You have to have your own boundaries and make sure that you are in a healthy space. And that's why it's so important that you prioritize, your self care. And that's why you have to have the things that are going to
Mm,
make you feel comfortable on stage that are going to help you cope.
like that sage you just did.
Exactly. And so you have to have the things that are going to help you, like Sage, and bring into the production with you.
Maybe one or two more questions because we run out of time. Anyone else? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay.
it's going fast.
Hey, I'm a student learning ASL. What's something that you think I should keep in mind while learning?
Well, first, I just want a moment of silence for SLC. Their founder actually recently passed, and they were a great company who taught ASL, who welcomed in students. They would host ASL gatherings and socials. I'd say maybe utilize social media to its full potential. We have to research in order to navigate, to find
Mhm.
the role models that are out there. So be your own navigator and you attract what you are
Girl,
seeking.
last question. What is your dream role? Who's that character? You'd be like, I'm coming out. Who's that? Let us
Oh,
know.
that's a question. I think everything is possible. I'm open to any
Come on,
challenge
come on.
that
You
comes my
got to give
way.
me some tea. Catwoman. Who you trying to be? Come on, let us know. We want the tea. Who Treshelle trying to be? Who gonna be that breakout? What's gonna be that breakout role?
Nobody's asked me this before. Hmm. I don't know. It's a really good question. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to ruminate on it a little bit more.
Well, I see you as the next Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Yes. You, you
Well,
can you can be dancing. You got the sultry moves.
it always actually has been my dream to take a class to be able to do more theatrical cinema. And so to take maybe like a stunt class, that would be so cool.
I could see on the motorcycle, and then whew, morph,
Yes.
morph into the Matrix.
Yes, something like that, where I could do some sort of stunt, bungee jump, fly, I don't know, something like that would be really cool.
Somebody has something special to say. This is not a question. I'm just saying. You have a
Oh,
very
thank
beautiful
you.
dress. Hey, hey, hey. We got questions and comments, okay? Now it's the last part of the show. Deaf folks' final thought. Whether you have a burning desire or something, you have to let our audience know. This is your time to shine, Treshelle.
Okay. First, I wanna say thank you. Thank you for having me here because life is precious. And life is fleeting as well. And I want to make sure that, I acknowledge that people are experiencing grief and pain. And that's a part of what love is. That's a cost of love. And people often misunderstand that sometimes you have to have that pain and that hurt because that comes with growth. So I take that in and I live my life to its full potential. That's what I would say.
Mm, okay, okay. I love it. Thank you so very much for coming and sharing your experience, strength, and hope with Deaf Woke. Our community loved your presence here. Yes, yes. Deaf Woke, we on one.
Thanks so much.
I do hope to see you again and again and again. Give it up for Treshelle,
For
everybody.
sure, for
Yes.
sure. We'll see each other
I love you
soon.
so much. I'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you, Antoine. Much love. Bye.
Love it. Wow. Okay. Did y'all see that? That was the Treshelle. My God. Boy, she done made my day. Did she make yours? For all y'all who watched, I know she made my day, so she had to make yours. Y'all, I thank y'all, Deaf Folk audience. Y'all done asked the good questions. Okay? And y'all have brought her to come out and talk about her experience, right? Talk about everything she's encountered and how she's been blessed throughout the process. She was open to talk about the positives and the negatives and how she still persevered. I mean, that's what makes her who she is. That perseverance factor. I mean, my God. You know, she awakened me. Oh, she didn't let, adversity, stifle her. She moved forward with anything. She didn't just accept what life had to offer. She offered something else to life. Through the pain, something came of that. She grew up in that. That's the message, y'all. We don't ever give up. Not on our lives, not on our goals, not on our dreams, not on us. You turn that pain to power and turn that power to empower others while you empower yourself. Because we practice self-love and self-care here, y'all. No dream is too small or too big. And Treshelle said it best. There are many things around the world that you can be, but you have to claim it because it's yours. I want to thank you so much for viewing Deaf Folk yet again. Thank you, Treshelle. Okay. I want to thank the interpreting team. I want to thank the audience. Okay. My Deaf Wokies. I want to thank the lab, the techs. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Zahu Theater. Thank you so much for letting us use this platform. Thank you so much. I'll be actually hosting a workshop here later on. Just a shameless plug. Okay. I got Fred Beam here. I got a lot of people here in the building. I'm talking about some Black Deaf people. The stars are out, y'all. And we celebrating Black History Month, even though it's every day. And again, please share this platform with everyone. Hold on. Huh? What are hearts and the likes? Come on, y'all. Stop playing with me. Get my likes up. All right. If you'd like to be a blessing and donate to this wonderful platform, because you know it ain't free. These things do cost. Okay. When we bring invited guests and all, it all costs. But help us expand this platform, because we can only keep what we have by giving it away. Okay. Look at our handles. It's right here at the bottom. realurbanjazz.com. Thank you so much. I definitely look forward to y'all, as y'all should look forward to continuing watching #DeafFolk. I am Antoine Hunter, otherwise known as Purple Fire Crow. Peace out. Peace, love, and life. Let live, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get to my music, y'all. Hold on. I need my outro. Hold on. Let me cue this up. Peace, love.